Hello and welcome to another episode of Reasonably Shady. This is Gizellebryant.
And I'm Robyn Dixon. Thank you again for listening.
Ooh.
We are in what I call Gizelle's icebox.
Yes, it's very cold down here. And thank you so much for making the Real Housewives of Potomac a smash hit in the summertime, which is like hard to do.
Absolutely, yes. People are out on boats and vacations.
Yes, in the Hamptons.
Yeah, but they make sure they get in front of the TV to watch, so thank you.
Sundays, 8 o'clock. Thank you so much. We truly appreciated BravoTV.com. All right, so it is now time for our Reasonably Shady moment of the week. And mine is like not really a big story, but it's pissing me off. Okay. So I have been binging, and I think I mentioned this before, a National Geographic documentary called Narco Wars. So the first season was all about like Pablo and Chapo and all them people over there in Mexico and in Colombia. Second season is about the mafia, the Sicilian mafia, all that. So like out of nowhere, they just stopped episodes. Like season 1, I think had 12 episodes. Season 2, we on 6, and I'm twiddling my thumbs, waiting. Like,
where's the rest?
Where the rest? So yeah, National Geographic, y'all shady.
Wait a minute. Okay, so when was this? Are these? So these are, you're watching them like week to week, or you're binging?
I was binging them.
Okay.
And I don't think I caught up. Like it's been several weeks, and I do not have a new episode. And I was all in. Like I was in, like chomping at the bit.
I wonder what happened.
I don't know what happened, but National Geographic, y'all are shady. Y'all figure it out and give me some more episodes.
Okay, you need to Google that.
Give me some more episodes. Because Narco Wars is everything.
Okay, I need to watch that.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Catch up.
Yes, it's good. So y'all are being shady, do better.
Blame it on COVID.
No, I don't blame this. It's a documentary. I don't blame this on COVID.
The editors had COVID.
Okay. The editors got a little sick. Okay.
Yes.
That 2 week of incubation or whatever, isolation is over.
Right.
So give me my episodes. The end.
Yes. All right, so mine, this is like, okay, so mine, I'm just going to read a shady comment, and of course we get plenty of shady comments all the time, every day.
We do.
But yeah, I'm just going to let you know.
So are you going to say their name, or are we going to call them out, or no? We're not calling them out.
Yeah, I'm going to say their name.
Okay. Because y'all are shady people.
Because clearly this is an account created to troll people.
Oh,
you know
okay.
What I mean?
Hi, troller. Hi.
Yes. So the account is called I.hate.everyone.
You are a troll.
Right. So it's like, so the person behind this page is probably literally like a grandmother that like, or probably it's like a someone that you would like least expect it. Like like an HR advisor at Morgan Stanley.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then they create these like fake pages so that they can like be mean and troll people.
Okay.
So yes.
What'd they say?
So I hate everyone hates me. Of course. They said, why? First of all, like, I hate everyone. You typed in my name and hit, like, you deliberately went to me to give me this message, which, like, okay, why are you still on the show? You're boring as fuck and have nothing to offer. Like,
what?
Okay, like, I'm not your cup of tea, which is fine. I don't, you don't hurt my feelings, but if I'm boring, like, why are you spending your time to open Instagram, type in my name, and leave a message,
and
like,
DM
it's so
you?
Weird. It's so weird to me. Like, if I don't like someone, I'm not going out of my way to tell them I don't like them.
That's actually beyond shady.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yes,
but it's like, but the sad part is that this is so normal for us. Like,
oh yeah, it's all the time. This is all the time, and guess what? I think they're hilarious.
No, I get a good laugh. I get a good chuckle because I'm like, but you spent time to message me and you hate me. Like,
right. Okay, so we get that, and then I actually want to read something on the opposite side of the spectrum.
Oh,
okay. Because this is from Katrina Taylor.
Okay.
And she said, hello. Let me start off by saying, I love Reasonably Shady.
Oh, thank you, Katrina.
Exclamation point. Thank you.
3
Katrina.
exclamation points.
Yes. You and Robyn are so funny and real. The chemistry between you two is awesome. I also watched The Real Housewives of Potomac and love Let me also say, let the haters hate and continue living your life to the fullest.
Okay, Katrina.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me get back to the latest episode of Reasonably Shady.
See, I love that. Yes. Like, we can balance the good with the bad.
Yep.
And honestly, the good far outweighs the bad. So
yes.
Thank you, Katrina. Thank you, everyone else who has sent us positive messages. Those do not fall on deaf ears. They actually, even though we are pretty tough and we can tune out the haters, it always feels good to receive love. So
yes.
Thank you so much for the love. That means a lot to us.
It does. And especially because, this whole podcast journey, we didn't know what we were doing. We were just kind of jumping into it. And so to get like positive feedback by so many people is really refreshing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, can I be honest? I had never even listened to a podcast before in my life. And I was like, I want to do a podcast.
I don't know, Robyn, if we should be saying that.
Well,
no, I hadn't either. I had never listened to a podcast. Yeah. But I felt like, I had never listened to a full podcast.
Right.
But I felt like, our dynamic is real enough that people would be able to identify.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Because literally this is, y'all, Gizelle and I talk on the phone every day. And this is pretty much what we do every day.
Yes. Okay. We have so much to talk about that's happening in these streets. But first and foremost, I need to talk about my dad. Okay, because
we love Mr. Curtis Gray.
Yes, we do. And he always calls me and he talks real slow. Yeah, and he was like,
"No, wait." When he calls, because this is how I am with my dad. I'm like, "Okay, what is he about to say?" Because they do start off so slow, and you're like, "Where's this going?"
Right. No, I already
so many directions.
When I see it's him and he's in my phone as Daddy, I'm like, I don't know if it's going to be a long conversation or a short conversation. It could go either way. Either I'm on the phone for an hour or like 5 minutes.
Right.
Okay. So I just mentally prepare myself. All right. But the other day, he was like, Gizelle, so I have a couple of questions.
Oh, I love it.
So I was like, yeah, okay, what? He said, so, these people that are getting butt surgery. And I was like, okay, where's this going?
This is getting good.
He said, so how do they recover from that? How do they sit down?
Great question.
I was like, the recovery must be very strange. And I said, I don't know if strange is the word, Daddy, but I said, you're asking me why? Like, I don't know.
Right, why is he asking you?
Yeah, he was like, so, do they just lay on their stomach the whole time? How do they do this?
Well,
so I said, well, from what I understand, you get pillows to sit on.
Yes, we witnessed that ourselves.
Yes. And he said, okay, but then, you gotta sleep at night, and I guess you gotta make sure you can't roll over.
Oh my God, he's so concerned.
He was he went over this in his mind, and he was so confused.
I'm always wondering about the toilet.
How do you go to the bathroom?
Are there problems there?
Does it come out? Does anything come out?
Okay, because, so they have to sit on pillows.
Yes.
And, toilets are kind of hard.
Right.
So, what if you're constipated and you just got your butt done? And then is that going to, move the fat around in your butt?
That's a good question.
You know
what? So many questions.
And then I think about, what if you, once your butt gets to a certain size,
yes.
This is too much. I'm sorry.
But no, I've heard from men that they don't really like the women with the big butts doing it from behind.
Oh, because they can't get in deep.
Yes.
Oh, so they want an itty bitty like me.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That thing is in the way. It's pretty. It's pretty to look at.
Right.
It's nice to squeeze and put your hand around it.
Yes.
But my dangling, unless your dangling is 20 feet long.
Yes. Unless it's a 6-footer. We don't really want that. I don't want that. Okay. So, but yeah, it's problematic.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm lying. Portia told me this.
Oh.
Portia said that the big butts can be problems for men.
She's speaking from experience?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She was referring to herself. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a bummer.
No, but...
So would it be I regret doing it because it's...
I don't know if she got a butt job. I can't do... She never said she got a butt. She was just saying big butts is a problem for men.
Okay.
Doing it from behind.
Got it.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay with my little butt.
Right. Keep it nice and contained.
I don't want any problems. I don't want...
Okay, wait, so your father... Okay, so...
So I tried to explain as much as I could.
Okay.
And for the little bit of knowledge that I have, And then I had to walk away from the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, Dad.
Just tell him to start like Googling, going on YouTube and, see what people on YouTube say.
Yes. And he's 80-something years old. He has these thoughts. He just wants to be clear.
So one time, so my mom has like a big butt just because, right? Uh-huh. So she has like big hips and a big butt. So this conversation just reminded me of something funny. So there was a story, it was like a news story on 2020, and I'm sitting in the living room with my kids watching it, and it was about people going to, I don't know, the DR or somewhere, in Latin America to get their butts done.
Yeah.
Latin America. And my kids, this is literally like at least 5 years ago. So they're probably like, Carter might have been 6, whatever. I can't remember if it was Carter or Corey. So they said, so is that what Gigi did?
They thought their grandmother had a BBL.
Yes.
She had a BBL.
Yes.
Nah. Did grandma have a butt job?
Yes.
And what did you say?
I died laughing.
Okay, this brings me to another story. We didn't plan on talking about this at all. Okay, so, and my sister's gonna kill me. So my sister is a little larger than me. And so when my kids were little and my sister came over, they were like, she was like, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And they were like, well, where are you going to do that?
Oh.
And so she was like, the toilet, like right there. And they were like, no, you can't fit on that.
Oh my God.
My kids told my sister she cannot fit. She was mad. She was like, these little rugrats are the worst. But they weren't being mean. No, right. It wasn't like they were trying to be mean. They just like literally thought, okay, so you have to have a size.
They just assumed like this toilet got bigger.
No, they assumed that if your butt was physically bigger, then
you need a bigger toilet.
You need a bigger toilet, yeah.
Yeah, tell them the butthole is still the same size.
Yes, I didn't say that. I just said she'll be fine, y'all, and mind your business. She'll be fine.
Oh my God.
Okay, my sister's gonna kill me. I love you. Anyway,
kids are great.
Yes, the kids be doing the most.
Yes, they asked if Gigi is that where Gigi went? I said, oh my God.
Oh God. All right, so moving on. Now, good to know that, remember that tragic building that collapsed in Miami?
Oh my gosh. Can you?
Can't imagine. Yeah. So freaking horrible. But great to know that they're going to get compensated. I think a judge was saying that they should get no less than $150 million.
Wow. As they should. Is that for like everyone? So they would split that?
No, I think individually. Yes. I mean, I don't know if that's possible because who's paying that?
Having that
the insurance.
The insurance.
And from the sale of the property too, once they demolish. Like all of that money has to go to the victim.
Okay, so
do they have that much insurance? That's like, okay, because it's over like okay, so first of all, you've got not only people that passed away, but the people who lost their building, their home.
Yes, because that was the other side of the building.
Right. So that's over. It was like 80 units that collapsed. So clearly, like the building, it was probably like over 160 units.
Yes, at least.
So we're saying that 160 units are going to get $150 million.
I'm mad at it.
No.
And that's in addition to their civil lawsuits.
Oh yeah, I would be suing my ass off.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Because first of all, the human beings who overlooked the cracks and the water, and I mean, they must honestly feel horrible. Like I couldn't even imagine how they can just like they probably need to be institutionalized. I couldn't imagine if that was me and I dropped the ball that badly.
Yeah, I mean, and the building, from what I understand, was not that old.
It was like, what, 40 years?
Yeah, but that shouldn't be falling down.
No, right, it shouldn't. So I guess, the problem was from construction, but it's also like the water, like being so close to the beach and the sand and the erosion is a little bit higher, but it's like, but still, like, and I would be worried if I lived in any of the other buildings down there.
Oh, yeah, nobody is buying a thing down there.
Right.
Right. But then you have people that capitalize on tragedies and buy all the property and then charge people a whole bunch of money.
I'm sure Tom Girardi is wishing.
Tom Girardi will not be an attorney in these cases.
Wishes he could have this case.
Yes, but that's not happening. Sorry, Erica. Rob, that was Robyn, not me.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, moving on. I have been chomping at the bit to talk about this whole, I want to go to space and I'm a rich white man and this is what I'm going to do. Now, there's a caveat to this.
Okay.
My father worked for NASA.
Oh, get out.
For 30 years.
Okay.
He retired from NASA.
What did he do for NASA?
He, I think some of it was a bit top secret. Because he would give me...
Okay, how do you go from like civil rights?
Yes, to working for NASA.
Yeah.
I don't know. One day when you see him, ask him. I don't know. He told me, I forgot.
Okay.
So he was doing something for them. Anyway.
Okay.
So I was talking to him. I was very curious about, what these guys are doing, what his thoughts were about they're going into outer space. Okay. And he's like, first of all, Giselle, so we're talking about Richard Branson and we're talking about Jeff Bezos. And Jeff Bezos, you're on my list, but please do not cancel my Amazon account. Okay, but I'm very mad at you. Okay, we're going to get back to you. So my dad said that, no, Giselle ain't going into outer space. They're going into inner space.
Like the edge of space.
Yes.
Right.
Like going into outer space is like you are flying around the entire Earth.
Okay.
They're not doing that.
So they're literally it's like a glorified airplane.
Yes. They're going like a little bit higher than what airplanes do.
And they're spending millions of dollars to do this.
Yes.
What's the point?
Okay, there's that. Because to say that you are, because white men have small penises, and this is the way that they can prove that they have big dicks. Okay?
Right.
They don't.
Right. It's a pissing contest.
Yes, it is. Okay, so let's just talk about Richard Branson.
Okay.
Because you want to charge two people $250,000 to do this.
Okay.
Would you want to go? Robyn, I'm asking you. Do you have any interest in going up into space?
No. Well, especially if I'm going to the edge of inner space.
Yes.
Like, what's the point? And you're literally on the brink of what is it? Disintegrating? Is that
disintegrating?
Disintegrating.
Oh.
Yeah, you're literally on the brink of disintegrating.
Yes.
Like,
right, but you're going up to get to a place of weightlessness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're coming back down.
Right.
That's dumb. That's dumb AF.
But if you're a billionaire,
right, then this is what you do.
Yeah.
But even if I'm a billionaire, which I might be one day, stay tuned.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Not gonna knock her.
Okay, thank you. I'm still not spending that $250 to go up. I have no interest.
Right.
In doing
because
that.
You might die. It's too risky. It's way too risky. But I just think they had to have been comfortable with the fact that they might die.
Yes.
Doing that.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's such a risky thing to do.
Well, Branson, I do know, went through a whole lot of
training.
Yeah, he did a bunch of training, and Bezos might have done it too. But anyway, I just think it's dumb as fuck. But that's just my opinion. Okay. Yeah. Now, Branson came back and he was like, "I had an eye-opening experience. This has changed my life." And
he was so excited.
Yes, and I want. Is that a British accent? And
no, it's not.
It's not. Okay.
It's a weirdo accent.
Okay, weirdo accent. Okay. Anyway, and I would like to use my time and resources to change the world for the better.
Okay.
Okay. I'm for that.
Mm-hmm. I like that spin.
Yeah. Okay. So Bezos, with his "I run Amazon" self, with his "I don't pay taxes and I'm a billionaire" self,
right?
Which, for the record, pisses me the F off.
Right.
Because I pay taxes.
Right.
And my taxes make me mad.
So bad.
I mean, I'm very angry every time I pay these taxes.
There's another housewife that owes taxes.
Who?
Dorit.
How much Dorit owes?
$1.3 million.
You lie.
Dorit and her husband. Yeah, that just came out today. Well, yeah, I mean, we're recording this a little.
Okay, that came out the other day.
Yep, the other day.
Okay, so AOC, who I love. Do we love the AOC?
Oh, yeah.
Does everybody know who she is? Yeah. Alexandria something Cortez.
She gives it to the people.
She gives it to the people.
What she had to say?
So,
I know she has something to say.
She has something to say. So she was like, Bezos came down and he was like, I would like to thank all of my Amazon employees and for everyone who's used Amazon for sending me off into space. I would like to thank you all. Because
filling my bank account.
Yes.
So that I can go to space.
Yes, that's what he said. That's what he said out of his mouth.
No one said, let's buy stuff from Amazon so Jeff can go to space.
Nobody said that. When I bought all of my toilet paper off of Amazon.
Because you need to wipe your ass.
There we go.
Yeah.
Not to send your Bezos ass to space.
Why would he say that dumb shit?
Okay, so AOC said, let me get this man all the way together.
Okay.
So she said, yes, Amazon workers did pay for this with lower wages, union busting, a frenzied and inhumane workplace, and delivery drivers not having health insurance during a pandemic. And Amazon customers are paying for it with Amazon abusing their market power to hurt small businesses. Bezos, take that.
That is so true.
And stick it up your Bezos ass.
Right.
Now, don't cancel my account, by the way. Okay, so I just feel like, okay, we're gonna, couple things. One, I feel like clearly he is in a bubble. He has no idea what like regular average people do and how they live.
Clearly, he has no idea what his company is doing.
Yes, yes. Because if Amazon is such a big company that you like, it should be a great place to work.
Right.
He cannot. His retention and his turnover is like
the turnover is awful.
Yes, yes.
Awful. Right, I've read a report. It's like they intentionally fire people so they don't have to like, or they intentionally set people up to like leave the company so they don't have to like keep paying them more. Something crazy,
insane. It's insane. And then he decides, I guess because he saw what Branson did, and he has to one up and act like his penis is bigger, but I know it's not.
Right.
And he said, okay, I'm going to give $100 million to Jose Andres. Is that his name? Jose Andres. The man with a bunch of restaurants, who we know during the pandemic fed so many people. He did such great things.
Right.
And to Van Jones of CNN. I'm giving him $100 million too.
What?
Because Van, before we be shady, Van has his charity is like is for criminal justice reform.
Okay, criminal justice. Okay.
Yes, and
so he's not giving it to those individuals. He's giving it to organizations.
No. He's giving it to those individuals, and he said, "I trust that these two guys." They had a whole press conference. Will do right by the money that I'm giving it. Right by the money, meaning they will use it for their charities.
Why not just give it to the charities? That's not even a tax write. Oh, I guess you don't need it.
Listen, how about you use $100 million of the $200 million that you gave to fix your damn company?
Right.
How about pay the Amazon workers?
Oh my God.
Okay. So long story short, Van Jones was looking kind of cute these days.
And he wears nice suits.
He wears nice suits. And y'all know I like a brother with a suit.
Yes.
That's well.
Do you like men with glasses?
I mean, so there's rumors that there's something going on between him and Kim.
I saw that.
Kardashian. I don't know if that's true, but it might be true now.
Right.
That he has the $100 million.
Right.
Not that Kim is a gold digger because she has her own money.
Exactly.
Yes.
But she wants people to be on her level.
That is true.
That
is true.
That is true. She needs his money, but she wants him to have his own money.
Yes. But now he's looking, I'm sure Van is looking at Anderson Cooper like, and what? What you got to say now, Coop? Huh?
That is insane. Okay, Bezos, that made no sense.
I mean, in theory, it makes sense, but it's just like, if you're going to just give away money like that, like, have a plan set up. I mean, it was very weird. It was very, I'm trying to outdo you, Branson.
Right. And I'm trying to distract from the fact that I'm just going to space for no reason.
For no reason. For 11 minutes.
So how much did Bezos' space trip? First of all, he was in like a hut, right?
Yes.
And then Branson was in like a souped up airplane. Like, which one do you want to take?
I want to take the souped up airplane.
The airplane.
Yes.
Right?
I don't want to be he was like in a bubble, it looked like.
It looked so weird. It was like
a Hubble. You're in a Hubble, Bezos. Please don't cancel my account. Okay, so this has inspired Lil Uzi Vert. Because now this fool is trying to buy a planet. He's trying to buy a planet. Lil Uzi, I don't know what you sing. I know that you're a rapper, Lil Uzi Vert. But I don't want these things to inspire you to, I don't want these things that these white men are doing, Lil Uzi Vert, to inspire you to do something kind of crazy, like buy a planet. And who's selling the planet that you want to buy? I'm just, answer that for me.
Right, how do you take ownership of a planet? I saw that headline and I was like, this is a joke. I'm not like...
Makes no sense.
It makes no sense. How do you buy a planet and what do you want to do with it?
I don't.
Let's backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
Bezos spent $5.5 billion
what?
to be in space for 4 minutes.
So it's like 1 billion per second. No, per minute. 1 billion per minute.
550 million a minute.
This fool is a fool, but I don't cancel my account.
I mean, yeah, if I'm worth that much, I might do something stupid.
You might do something stupid like that.
But I just feel like when you're worth it, like life, you've done everything in life. When you have that much money, you've experienced everything to the point where you're just like, what else can I do?
So the what else is?
Can I go to outer space? Mm-hmm. What else can I do that like regular everyday people can't do? Yeah, can I go to outer space?
My dad called it inner space.
Inner space.
Yes. Can you go?
Yes.
So do you think there's any rodents on inner space? Just curious.
I mean, I don't think there are any. You know what? If the way that Australia is dealing with this rodent problem.
Okay.
There might be rodents in inner space, because I saw an article that a woman was awakened out of her sleep
in Australia.
Okay. Because they have like tens of millions of rodents like running around the continent. And the rodent was eating her eyeball.
Eating her eye when she was asleep? No, she had to be open. This eyeball, if you eat an eyeball, your eyes
I
open.
guess it's like, well, think about it. If you're asleep, the rodent was probably like gnawing on her on her eyeball, and maybe just imagine. Right.
I'm throwing up.
Like, how does that happen? I thought rodents were scared of people. So like,
they must be hungry or something.
Oh my God.
They eat eyelids.
Yes, but apparently the rodent problem in Australia is like, it's overrun with rodents. That is so disgusting. But that reminds me of like my experiences with rodents. Have you had experiences with rodents in your house?
I had one when I was younger.
When you were younger?
And my mother was like, told my dad, she was like, there's a mouse in the house and we're moving. We had lived in the house for like 20 years. She's like, we're moving. What the hell? Where are we going? So my dad was like, I got this under control. I'm going to take care of it. Blah, blah, blah. So next thing I know, the mouse was gone.
Oh,
supposedly. I don't know.
Good. If that is your only experience with mice, then like you're lucky. Because I have had, I don't want to jinx myself because I'm moving to a new house.
Right.
And I do not want to jinx myself. If I see a mouse in my house, I'm just going to die. But okay, so I remember in college, I lived in an off-campus apartment. And it was like, it wasn't campus housing. It was like literally like, okay, I'm a grown up. I'm paying like, rent to a leasing company.
Okay.
And I had a roommate.
Love it.
Oh my God.
This is in College Park.
In like Adelphi. So like right outside of College Park. I remember it's like when you start seeing the droppings and you start seeing like little, pieces of little things being eaten through. And you're like, fuck.
In your apartment?
In your apartment,
okay.
Yeah. So I remember I came home and it was literally like scurrying across the stove.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yes. Like, can you imagine? So like as a college, you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to walk in the kitchen again. There were literally mice, like they would come through the stove.
How's that possible? Oh, through the back of it?
Like the burners.
Ooh.
Right. Through the burners. Like the holes in the burners. And they're like scurrying across the stove and they go away and they go like through the burners.
So when you just turn the burners on and burn them off?
Well, they run, they're gone by then. So they come out when it's like dark and quiet. And so like, so it was like dark, but you just could you could see them like scurrying. It was like,
oh my gosh.
And then our house that Juan and I lived in Montgomery County, we had field mice. Like every year we had field mice. Okay. And I would be responsible for putting the traps down.
Why was that your job? What, Juan? You can't do that?
This man, and it's so crazy because he lived in, Baltimore City, and they were very familiar with mice.
Dude.
And I guess he was so traumatized from his, like, he couldn't do it. So we would I would literally put the trap down and then wake up in the morning and the mouse is on the trap. And it's like, who's picking the mouse up?
You?
Me.
Juan, do better.
I was like, this is like, and literally, and it wasn't just Juan in the house. It was Juan, his younger brother, his younger cousin, their teammate, their best friend. I was literally in the house all the time with like a bunch of dudes.
And none of these dudes could do this?
No, they're like running, screaming. Like literally, Juan would like run so that the mouse would be like in the kitchen. On the trap, can't go anywhere, it's stuck, right? It's on the trap, and he would like,
what the fuck? I can't. This podcast is over. I can't take any more of this conversation. This is a mess. This is a total mess.
Right. He would walk in the kitchen, see the mouse, and then run, and run all the way to the top of the steps.
Okay.
What is is this
Okay,
mouse gonna
okay.
do to
What
you?
I do know from this mouse situation is that aren't there traps that it goes in a thing and you don't see it?
There's different ones. So, it's the one where it like snaps on it, breaks the whole neck.
Oh, God.
It's the one where the sticky one, like I would always use sticky ones. The ones,
I can't take this anymore. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay, I have one more mouse story.
Okay, and then we're moving on.
Yes, when I was in high school, so my parents' house is like, definitely in a field. So a mouse got into my car.
What?
And so I noticed it because I saw had all these little pieces of napkins torn up in my glove box.
But how does it get in your car? How does a mouse get in your car?
Through everything. They get through the smallest things.
But your car is secured.
But they would climb through the underneath it and just climb through everything. Let me tell you what this freaking mouse or mice did in my car. So it would go through I don't know the terminology of the car. Okay, so the bones of the car. All right, we used to have a dog.
Okay.
And the dog food would be in the little bowl in the garage.
Okay, that's the problem.
Probably. And so the mice would take the dog food.
Okay.
Climb in my car.
Right.
And put it at the top, where the button where you would press for your light or your sunroof, right?
Yeah.
Right in front of you, above the mirror.
Yeah.
So the mice were taking the dog food, the little pellets of dog food, climbing up, putting it at the top of my car. So if I hit the top of my car, you just hear dog food shaking.
What?
It was.
So these are smart mice.
Yeah.
What was the point of the mice doing that?
Maybe because that's where they would hide their food, and so they probably were eating. They were probably storing their food up there, eating it. Literally, I would hit the top of my car, and you could just hear you would hear the dog food rattling.
I've never heard of anything like this before in my life. So do you get a new car at that point? How do we get rid of this?
Do?
I hope you got a new car because this sounds like some bullshit.
I got some story. I can't remember what we did to solve that problem.
Oh.
But yeah, it literally was.
Okay.
Yeah, so the mice are disgusting.
Okay, we're gonna move on. My little story clearly was not anything in comparison to.
Yeah, why did you have one experience with mice? That's crazy.
Well, when I first moved up, my first house in Bethesda, when I moved back here,
It's a mouse.
It's just not a mouse.
Okay.
Right. Okay. It's not. No, I didn't even flinch. Okay, so I would have a guy come and spray the house and all that so that I would not have these troubles.
Yeah, but they it's not. I don't know. I'm surprised you don't have any out here.
Okay, they might be out there. I don't know. Anyway, so people, we're super excited because we put on our Instagram and we put on all of our socials a question. Okay. And you all responded to the question. All right. And the question was how to get back at your ex. What?
There's some crazy people
I
out here.
mean, and y'all were so excited to tell y'all little stories about how y'all got back at your ex.
Some crazy people out here.
So we would like to talk about y'all's stories because they're actually hilarious. But Robyn, before we talk about it, do you have a story about how you got back at your ex?
So, not a story where I got back at my ex. So clearly, most of y'all know that I've been with Juan since we were in high school. So
yes.
I'm talking about him. So when he, right out of college, he's feeling himself. He's doing whatever things that would make a woman mad.
Yes.
And I try to run him over with my car.
Okay. So he's walking and you're like, I'm gonna get him today.
My car was parked and he was behind my car. And I tried to back up.
Okay.
And run him over.
Wow. So did you hit him?
No.
Missed him. Dang. That one got away.
I know. I was seeing red. So angry. Just run his ass over.
Run his ass over.
Juan
would be roadkill.
Oh yeah, he'd been gone and I would have been in jail.
Yes.
Yeah, and y'all would have never met me.
Right. Okay, so I'm glad you didn't run over Juan. All right, so this was when, let me see, I was out of college. I was seeing this guy for a while, and I had no business seeing him because he was a hot mess. I knew he was a mess when I met him. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I was I liked him, and he liked me. But I went to his house. Okay, so in his bedroom, I did not like his sheets, right?
Okay.
So I went out to the store and I bought like new bedding for him.
Okay.
Like a comforter, pillows.
Really
sheets.
for you?
Clearly. it was for me. But it was black satin, which, you know, it was like a dude color. It was black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so went out and bought that. And then like some time had passed and I went to his house. He had a picture of me like on his dresser.
Uh-huh.
I get in there and somebody had scratched my face out on the picture.
What?
So I said, "Excuse me, sir. Why does my picture look like this?" He was like, "Oh, well, you know, my ex stopped by and she saw it and yeah, that's what she did."
What?
Okay. That whole story was problematic.
Yes.
Okay, so you know what I did? I waited till he went to work.
Okay.
He had a roommate at the time.
Okay.
Waited till he went to work. And then I came back around to the house because I knew he wasn't there.
Okay.
And the roommate answered the door and he was like, you know, so-and-so's not here, Gizelle. And I was like, I know. So I was like, I just need to go to his room. I took all the bedding that I had purchased him, his sheets, the pillowcase, the bedspread, the everything, because I was being petty Paul, and I was gone.
You took it back.
I took it back. I took it back. You were not keeping these nice black satin sheets, sir.
And letting somebody scratch my face out.
And my face is scratched out on my beautiful picture. The end. Yes. Okay, so we have a couple more that people have sent.
Okay.
And people, I just need y'all to be clear. If you send us something, we're going to say who you are. Okay, because these are funny.
Unless you say don't.
Yeah, unless you say don't say your name, then we won't. Okay, I'm going to read this first one.
Okay.
This one's kind of long. All right, so this is from Lauren Fender. Okay, so Lauren says, okay, my ex of 5.5 years ago, I guess, broke up with me in October. I found out, in addition to cheating on me with his therapist, our next door neighbor, and a woman on Tinder,
Damn.
he left me for a 50-year-old woman.
Damn.
He's 34. Married, and he met, so the woman is married, and he met her on Ashley Madison during the height of the quarantine. I didn't even know that was going on during the height of the quarantine. Okay.
People probably getting it on.
All right. I found out 3 weeks ago they are still dating. So I found her on Venmo, and Venmo requested her $5,000 for being a cheating C word.
What?
Now that's funny to me. That is funny to me. Let me tell you something. Lauren Fender, you're funny. Okay?
Oh my God.
Now, if you send somebody a request, they ain't going to send you the money. So I don't even know how you got back at your ex. You sent your request.
Right.
She is not going to send you $5,000. Okay, that's not happening. So it's even more funny.
And honestly, the 50-year-old woman needs to be sending, Lauren needs to be sending the 50-year-old woman $5,000 for taking him off her hands.
This is true.
He's a piece of shit.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have one?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh my God. Okay.
So the question we put out, guys, to you all that you all responded to was, tell us what's the worst thing you've done to get back at your ex.
Get back to next.
Yes.
Okay. So Taylor said, I climbed up on top of his Porsche with my stilettos, scratched it all up, and pissed on the windshield. I hope that piss peeled the paint off.
Listen, but okay, can you imagine that? So you pulled down your pants,
Right.
squatted.
Like, did anyone see you do this, Taylor?
Yeah, like Taylor, where are you doing that?
Right. And did the pee get on YouTube? Okay, so you're on top with your
With your stilettos
Girl,
on.
you're talented.
And then you pee.
You pee.
That's fun. And then how did you wipe? There was no wiping going on.
Yeah, no. She didn't need to wipe. She wiped it on the bumper.
All right. So this is an easy one. So I don't know how to pronounce your name. It's Quoia. Quoie. Okay. Anyway, she said I sent an email to his boss and got him fired.
Ooh.
Now, why you gonna do that? Now the man gonna be broke. You messing with his funds. Okay, don't do that. All right, so this one, Taylor Esparza said, oh no, that's what you just read. Okay, hold on, Robyn. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, people. Okay. So Miss Dylone said, this one I really like. Okay, so the question is, what did you do to get back at your ex? And this bad bitch said, I succeeded where he often said I would fail.
Love it.
Best revenge ever, and also good for me and for my family. Ex and erased.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
Love
Yes. Okay, so that was from I want to definitely give her a shout out. Carmenia. That was Carmenia. The Carmenia, you know what? That is the best. Beyonce said, ain't that the best revenge? Your paper is your best revenge. So when your ex is like acting like an asshole, just go on and get a job and be successful. And then like have somebody send him a screenshot about how successful you are.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
But you can't go on trips and pretend that you have like this banging body and like everybody wants to be with you because we know you're lying. That's all Photoshopped.
No. Yeah. Right. Exactly. No. Right. Exactly. Yes. So no, your best revenge is your paper.
Yes.
For sure. And he's gonna be seeing what he missed out on. Okay, I got one. My name's Tabitha. So I was going out with this guy for 3 years, only to find out he cheated on me with my cousin.
What?
Girl, when I tell you my blood was boiling, but I acted as if I didn't know and didn't see all these receipts. Instead, I went on her phone and messaged him saying she tested positive for chlamydia.
What?
And for him to get checked out too. His ass was so shook. I got to his house and saw him freaking out. Then he told me I needed to get tested. And I was like, why? And then he was forced to confess. It was hilarious. I also maxed out his card by ordering loads of food and clothes for me and my girls.
Listen, y'all better not mess with a woman, okay?
Right.
Because a mad woman will get you.
Coming for you. For you.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, those are amazing. Y'all keep them coming. But I think we should end on a positive note.
Oh, of course we should.
Yes, I think we should end on a positive note because this actually touched my heart, and this was from Tara Curicchio. Y'all, I can't.
Let me see.
Okay, let's see here.
Okay, yeah. Kurt.
Curicchio.
Right.
Tara. It's from Tara. Okay, Tara, we love you. All right, so you know what she said, Gizelle? I just wanted you to know that your attitude and how you carry yourself inspired me so much that I named my daughter after you.
What?
I spell it Gisselle.
Oh my goodness.
She was born in 2017. I admire how you always take the high road and have so much class.
Wow.
Now, thank you.
That's
very much, Tara.
That's deep.
That's very deep.
That's deep.
And I love every second of it. And you know what? This is why we do what we do. Not for you to name your children after us, but just to give a little inspiration.
Right. Absolutely. For someone, everyone, and I've been sharing my story about like how the pandemic affected me and how I was, in the bed, didn't want to get up, not motivated. And I have received so many messages, so many messages from people, whether it's on Twitter or DM or comments that are like, they relate to it or thank you, or, they have a significant other that's kind of saying the same thing to them. Like, what's wrong with you? You need to do this, you need to do that. And so when when I hear from people who just feel like we're representing them somehow, all of us on the show offer something different. And, we're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but at least it's like, if I can touch people who are in a difficult place and make them feel not alone and feel better about where they are and hopefully maybe give them some motivation to like get out of it, then that's like the biggest blessing for me. So
yeah, you've done your job.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why you're telling your story, to try to help somebody.
Yeah. I mean, it's not comfortable to tell our stories like at all, but it pays off when I know that people are being affected by it. I mean, like people say, oh, I sat there and I cried because it just, and sometimes when you feel something so deep, it can touch you like that. So
I love it, Robyn Dixon. I love it. I love it. All right, I think that's our episode today.
Woo, woo.
Yeah, so just people remember to live your week either reasonably or shady. Take your pick.
Oboe.
Woo. All right, till next week. Bye, guys.